Welcome back to some professional and amateur StarCraft 2. We have Pro versus JOES. Why the same color I mean, so you can tell them apart, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the Zergs and the Terrans. Anyways, in the bottom right, it is BABYSHARK, better known as PracticeX. A WCS Challenger level player, a Grandmaster, one of the top 2v2 players, and obviously a solid 1v2 player. But he's taking on not one, but two Diamond Zerg players. I'm gonna try to call him PracticeX, but I think I'm gonna fall back to BABYSHARK by the end. Fun fact, myself and PracticeX recently got to Masters in 2v2 together, which you might be like, well, yeah, obviously. But undefeated. I think the final record was like 23-0. Some solid games, but mostly a little one-sided as we were ranking up. Maybe we'll play some more soon. But let's see how he handles himself on his own. So these players, of course, all know the situation. The only rule for these Pro versus Joe matches is they're not allowed to double work or rush at the start of the game. That's it. Like, in the first minute, they're not allowed to work or rush. Because, very simply, 24 workers beat 12. That's about it. Everything else, like, if they want a 12 pool, go ahead. If they want a cannon rush, go ahead. If they want a cheese, if they want to all-in, if they want a super macro, they can do whatever they want to win the game. Same goes for our Pro player, BABYSHARK, who's already opening up with Reapers. A strong choice. Definitely a very microbo unit you can use to both... Well, they're both Zerg. This is important to note. Since they're both Zerg, that means Reapers, especially early on, going to be very effective. We're playing on Emerald City, which is actually a 2v2 map, obviously, because a 1v1 map wouldn't work with 3 players. Both sides are going for a 1-base lair. And Moog has... Oh, I didn't even introduce our Joes. I do apologize.
Hello, getting my friend back into a scene.
You plus Florencio.
Videos.
Wait, there's some overlap there. Anyway. It's Simple Pickup and Moog. One letter away from Rogue and the same letter away from Morg. Depending on where you place it. Got that Queen. Grenades coming out, maximizing the damage because those Reapers heal in a pretty timely manner. There is a wait, what? A Nidus on the way. Oh, wait. I thought that Simple Pickup was putting the Nidus on his teammate's creep to hide it, but that would have been maybe a little bit too big brain. So I do like PracticeX. He's going for the early aggression. I think in these matches, we've seen Puck, we've seen Special. The best choice is to just kind of keep control of the situation. You might be a little bit behind economically, but you got to rely on your micro and your decision-making to be superior to that of the Joes. Oh no! The depot's in the right spot, but it might be a little bit too late. Those things have a lot of armor. You need some grenades to do the damage. What's coming through it? What is in the Nidus Worm? I don't have bait legs! Wait. He just decides not to activate them. It was a bit of a wall there. Beautifully done by BABYSHARK. But at the front comes the attack. The Zerg are coming on both sides. Oh, you gotta be real careful. You gotta be real careful. There are banelings in that thing. Surprise! Some of them get out, and he has to run away. He holds the front, but the back is a real struggle right now. The Zerglings are all pulling back. Another one. Wait, are there no more banelings in it? Were those all the banelings from last time? Another... Wait, what? Oh my god! It's like that campaign! It's like that last... They're both going Nidus! Oh, this is like the last mission of the Wings of Liberty campaign. All in, baby. And there's no Zelnaga to save you now. It's unclear which side has the Nidus. The Zerglings are popping out. They're easily going to get taken down. Well, I said easily, but there are a few more than we thought. A wraparound doesn't matter if there are more Reapers than Zerglings, so PracticeX is going to hold for now. There's another Nidus. This one's on the low ground. I don't believe he sees that. The worker count's not particularly high on any side of this. The forward Nidus, I guess, just for reinforcements. A Spire is on the way. Spire definitely something that's going to be difficult to contend with if there are too many Mutalisks, because there's no stim. He's not really building Marines. He thought for a second he might need to, but so far, the JOES and their Niduses haven't found anything huge. But that Nidus in the back is going to find some damage. Practice X has to retreat again. This is literally a campaign mission. Let's see. Is Brutal Campaign more difficult than 2 Diamond players? We'll find out by the end of this. Another Nidus! They're everywhere. And there's no mat telling you, oh, there's another set of Nidus worms inbound. Guess what? You just have to figure that one out for yourself. There's 2, 3 more hatches on my way. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the Reapers. The armor on the Nidus is so dramatic. Will it die? Banelings. Oh, Baneling's almost ready to pop out. They won't stop. Okay, this one shouldn't make it. Wait, it needs to stutter step. Stutter step. Another Nidus. They keep going. God, they won't stop. The Nidus worms keep coming in. He really should have picked the option to disable those, but otherwise he would have gotten mass flyers. Unfortunately, yeah, I outplayed that mission enough. He's gonna get the worst of both worlds. Muta's on the way, and Nidus worms continuing to burrow through. He will successfully, our pro player, Practice X, successfully hold on to 2. Oh, another one! That one's gonna get gunned now. That's plenty of Marines. The Reapers working their way to the other side, but Reaper's not an incredible counter to Mutalisks. How many drones will they get? There are 34 for Moog here, but those ending up in the morgue. The Zerg teamwork, oh, he flies out of the lings. Well, he jumps out of the lings. Put him in the Nidus! Put him in the Nidus! So far, BABYSHARK has 41 SCVs, which is a solid 2 base economy, but he's up against 2 Zerg players who are on a less solid 2 base economy. I'd say about 3.5 base economies. And the Niduses don't stop. But even the Overlord is sneaky, hidden in the trees here with this little bit of a graphical bug. He has to deal with the Mutas. He has to deal with the Nidus. He's holding for now. The Mutas will cover for one of the Niduses. There should be enough Marines to shut down both. By the way, the vision of the Mutas being used for the Nidus, and it can be used by both sides. Well, not by both sides, but by both Zerg players, obviously. Practice X holds. The Marines hold. For now. He's still bottled up in his base. Medevacs are on the way. Oh, no, no, no. Combat Shield. Does he have Stim done? He does. Combat Shield not as critical of an upgrade, but definitely hurts to lose. 3rd Orbital Command making its way down to the low ground. The Zerg continue to build up their waves. Another Nidus. Armory on the way. He's getting his upgrades. No upgrades for the Zergs. There is Burrow and Flyer attacks. I guess that counts. Another Burrow. Oh my. They're going full campaign Zerg. Random Flyer attack upgrades. Burrow. Nidus everywhere. The Muta Micro is pretty solid. There's quite a struggle dealing with this. And if any Nidus gets into the main while the Mutas are microing, that's a bit of a forward Nidus. No, no, no. That is... It's not worth it to lose all your Mutas and the Nidus. Pro tip. Can he get another one in the main? Is anybody going to take that opportunity? A Nidus right next to it! He can't stop them all! Practice X is just going across the map. He's going to meet on the field. He's given up. He's base trading. Burrowed Banelegs! Is there anything in the Nidus in the main? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, he's trying to bait him. He will not be baited! Somehow, the Burrowbanes, they pop out. He holds the line! Everything crumbling back at home. The Nidus hasn't unloaded anything that's inside. The most underwhelming Burrowed Banelings. But Baby Shark is tearing through. What is there back at home? Are there enough mains? Still, this Nidus hasn't unload. They feel in too much pressure. Some badly bruised Marines. No energy on the medevac. Still a lot of Mutalisks. This is stressing me out. The Mutas are almost enough on their own now. Combat shields is done. He's trying to trade with the Marines. I feel like he's taking more damage than he would if he just A-moved. Some anti-micro on the Mutas there. Nobody's dealing with this. I feel like Practice X, if he starts attacking it, then that will remind Moog what's happening here. Oh, the Marines decide otherwise, or do they? Alright. Oh, does he pop him out? No. But the rest of the army might be isolated. Oh, that's a lot of Banelings. The two Zergs combining their forces, able to lift up to the high ground. The rock is helping. Are there enough Marines to deal with the Mutas? It looks like there are. He's really managing his units as well as he can in this situation. The Mutalisks being cut down one by one, and then suddenly there were almost none. The Terran forces, it's hard to tell that the Zergs are the one with 2 players right now based on the way these Marines and Marauders and Medevacs, I don't even know if he has Marauders, are moving around. Well, that's why some of them are pros and some of them are Joes. He sees the burrowed Banes. I don't know if he noticed them before. Great micro. Does he retarget with the tank? It looks like he does. Onto the Banelings. Great splits as well. 3 Mutas aren't going to do anything but annoy, well, the person who's using them mostly. More Mutas are making their way across. But Practice X continues to march forward. He survived against the odds for this long. How much longer? The Mutas barely survive. An unfortunate pathing. The tank's moving forward. It's 2-1 against 0-0 on the ground for both Zergs. Another Nidus at the back. Does he have any tank upgrades? Well, he's been bottled up on 2 bases. Another 3rd command center comes out. The Nidus in the edge of the main. The Banelings are going to unload. They do not have speed. Will Practice X react? He does not. He's going to lose a lot of his workers. Solid connections, and a couple Zerglings might even finish things up. The tanks on the low ground. The Mutas, though! He was distracted. More Mutas being cut down. You don't want to know how many Mutas have been lost in this game. Burrowed Banes are desperation. There's a reason they're not used very commonly. It's just so unlikely they're going to connect. The attack continues. The Mutas trying to take out tanks, doing nothing of the sort. Somehow the Mutas have been incredibly cost effective. Those Banelings are making their way down the ramp. So many tanks holding the line for now. It's impressive how many Mutas he's lost, I will say. Oh, there's a burrowed Bane, but only one! Now suddenly the supplies. Practice X, 109 against 56 and 72. The Zerg's being cut down. Moog is down to 1 base. He tried so hard. He's Spinecrawler rushing the main. But it looks like, even without the Zelnaga artifact, Baby Shark might be able to rip through this campaign mission. 2 Diamond Zergs entered. It looks like none will survive. There are spine crawlers in the main. Oh my god. That is a whole lot of dead Mutas. The spine crawlers will force the lifting of the orbital. Practice X is coming back, but he's splitting off some units. The worker counts are devastatingly low. Simple pickup. Gonna get hit by a simple pickup. Marines holding the line, breaking the spines down. The backbone of the attack is shattered. And what's left? Look at the supply. For what might be the first time in this game, but most important, Baby Shark will have equal or greater than the combined supply of the amateur Zergs. That one tank will finally go down. Somehow these Mutas are being microed in a fashion to that he manages to lose every single one of them, which is an impressive display. If, like, instead of all of the mutas dying, only half the mutas died in all these fights, this game might look very different. Don't worry. Now the other Zerg player is going to attempt mutas. It's not over yet. He's trying to stamp out all the Zerg. There's enough creep that it's blocking one of the bases, so he's just taking another one. 3-1 upgrades going on +2 against 0-0. Upgrades are a great unit. Oh my. He picks up the tanks. Oh my god. It's like he's microing his mutas like they're hot air balloons as opposed to nimble flying units with pinpoint turning radius. He's got the muta training wheels on. The supplies. Well, they've rebuilt. Simple pickup. He has a whole lot of Lings and Banes. He's got mutas of his own. This is a whole lot Heart of the Swarm cinematic here after Wings of Liberty. But guess what? This time the Terrans will hold. I thought it was over. It wasn't. There are mutas on both sides. Marines, though, oh my god. He should stop. I'm gonna go ahead and revoke his muta card. Because I am... Oh... He's getting mutilated right now. I don't want to know how many mutas have died. This is why I tell... how many mutas? Another Nidus in the main, but what is that going to accomplish? Oh my god. He saves the tank. There's a Nidus in the main, but there's nothing to put in the Nidus. Don't tell me he's going to spine... Oh yes, two slow legs pop out. A devastating counterattack. A beautiful tank setup here against unupgraded mainlings. Wait, now there's 4 slow legs. It was more... First, instead of asking whether or not they could use a Nidus in that location, maybe they should ask whether or not they should. But nobody ever decides to ask that. The Burrowed Bane desperation. At this point, even a massive Burrowed Baneling hit. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! It looks like this campaign is being, and this is why we don't go mutas, Diamond Zergs. This is why I don't go mutas. Alright? This happens way too goddamn often. It's like, maybe if I just... Oh! And they're gone. The Lings and Banes are coming back. The tanks, 15 kills, 20 kills, 36, 24, 23, and maybe a few more before this is over. It's taken 19 minutes, but Practice X has essentially maxed out. He's got 3-2 upgrades. He's got 4 or 5 bases. There's a Baneling bomb at the front that's about to be scouted by a turret. The Zergs had a whole lot of style, but the subs, oh my god. How many must die? I don't even... I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get you an exact number. I don't usually do this, but I'm getting you an exact number before we see this end. Okay, by the way, at least one of the Zergs is using the Diva announcer, so that explains a little bit. Looks like today, our professional player, there's a reason that JOES are JOES and pros are pros. And they put on a lot of pressure early. But Practice X, he held the line. And he fought back. Solid control, solid micro. It's what he needed. It's what he got. Another, like, what are you gonna put into Nidus? He has like a dozen slowlings. GG! You're Victor. Is Baby Shark / Practice X after a... I will tell you right now, take your guesses. If I could get 1 like for every Muta lost, then I would have gotten, by Moog specifically, then I would have gotten... 76 likes out of 83 possible likes. Oh my. An epic campaign defense turning into an easy speed run. Practice X takes it home. Thank you to Dricket for putting on another Pro versus JOES. And, I mean, that was fun. It definitely, there was a point where it started going the other direction, for sure. So, it was, that was actually pretty sick, like a campaign mission. It felt like a... It really did.